Snowbreak Containment Zone, an instance-based third-person shooter gotcha game. Yeah, that's a mouthful. I spent several hours giving this game a go, and I have to say it's actually not that bad. The graphical art style reminds me of Phantasy Star, doesn't play anything like it. Gameplay mechanics pretty typical for a shooter, you know, shoot stuff until it's dead. Character designs aesthetically don't really stand out. Each character's gameplay, on the other hand, is pretty crazy. Every character has their own unique gameplay design, and every character plays very differently from the other.
I am reborn!
The weapon system in this game is pretty well designed. Every category of weapons has different play styles. Each weapon has their own attachments that are basically just stat sticks. Still a nice touch. Every weapon works differently in its own way. For example, you could have two different pistols. One could be a high caliber revolver, has really strong stopping power, but very slow rate of fire. While the other pistol could have a high magazine capacity and a good rate of fire, but doesn't pack as much of a punch. Logistics are just stigmatas for this game. If you played Honkai Impact, then you know. If you played Genshin Impact, then you would know that these are basically artifacts. Manifestations are basically constellations to your character, similar to Genshin Impact, or Eidolons if you're similar to Honkai Star Rail. Ironics are pretty unique. They're kind of like add additional stats to your character, but they also empower your abilities. That's like the best way I can put it. At times, the game turns into a bullet hell, which is honestly so much fun. I just wish it was implemented more. It's very rare to see it turn into a bullet hell, but when it does, oh, it gets epic. It definitely gets pretty cool. The boss fights are really enjoyable. Each boss has their own gimmick and mechanic, as you'll learn as the fight goes on. There are also breakable parts on certain enemies that can reveal weak points and also potentially stun the enemy, which is a nice touch to the game and definitely kind of balances out the gameplay mechanics. At the end of the day, it is a gacha game, so pulling for powerful weapons and strong characters falls on the gacha system. Overall, the game is decent. Good gameplay loop. Has a lot to do for a new release, but it can be pretty repetitive at times, which can be pretty daunting. Performance for the game is okay. I've dealt with some freeze frames for a split second, but I'm also playing on PC. I can't say the same for mobile players. This is a mobile game after all. So if you play on mobile, please let me know how it goes. Yeah, that's it. I'd like to keep it short and sweet and leave it like that. I'll leave the game for the link in the description if you want to check the game out yourself. Drop a like if you enjoyed or a dislike if you didn't, and I guess I'll see you around.
However long the winter is, summer always comes around.